it was good.
Great.
The new LAX is really, really good. They're really high flyers. The new LAX is more high flyers than even ground and pound. I like it.
Really?
So I haven't seen the new LAX before. That was cool. The next match, we had Brian Cage versus Eli Drake. And Eli Drake is annoying as fuck, which is good for him because he's a heel character. He's annoying as fuck. That's cool. And Eli Drake actually lost to Brian Cage in 707. They're setting up a rematch at that pay-per-view in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Cool with them. Because Brian Cage apparently is also in Impact now, too. So
sorry about that.
Oh, it's good for him. He's got no, in a match that apparently had a storyline, the only match in this whole show that had a storyline, with Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan in an I Quit match. Mm-hmm. Because of Sami Callihan apparently taking a baseball bat to Eddie Edwards' eye and popping his eye out. Legitimately at an indie show. And this is set up via TMZ. This is a legit feud. So we had an I Quit match. And two credit words due. Eddie Edwards and Jeremiah Crane. It was Jeremiah Crane here. So his name was Sami Callihan, Jeremiah Crane, whatever I call him. They put out a hell of a fight. It was good. But I guess I don't like I Quit matches because they're boring at times. Just like my standing matches, they get boring after a while.
Okay.
And my favorite part was actually Crane has Edwards in a I think I'm trying to see what I said. Oh yeah, Death Valley Driver with a chair, and he's trying to get him to say I quit. And all of a sudden, Edwards pulls out "Kiss My Ass, Solomon Crow," reference to his own NXT character, which cracked me up, and the whole crowd went crazy. And there was an NXT chant at the Lucha Impact show, which was absolutely hysterical. Anyway, Jeremiah Crane won because it got really, really bloody. And Don Callis, who represented Impact, came down and threw a towel in for Eddie. Okay. But Eddie refused to say I quit. And this went 20 minutes.
Wow.
That was good. Then we move on to what was supposed to be the main event. It's supposed to be Austin Aries and Phoenix taking on Pentagon Jr. and El Patron. Patron no-showed, apparently. And the crowd found out that he no-showed, and they started chanting, "Fuck Del Rio," as the match started. So it turned into a triple threat with Austin Aries, Phoenix, and Pentagon Jr. This could have been better. It wasn't great, but it could have been better. Pentagon Jr. won at 10:15 after Pentagon and Phoenix teamed up and super kicked the living shit out of Austin Aries and let them on the outside.
There you go.
And that was the show. Overall, not bad. Not bad. Could have been worse. Could have been better. But it was a good 2.5 hours. No, not bad.
I get a legitimate question.
Go ahead.
Whatever happened to Eddie Edwards' partner?
What, Dave Richards?
Yeah.
I have no idea. It's a very valid question.
I mean, it's kind of like he fell off the face of the wrestling world.
They had that feud. I know Davey and Eddie had that huge feud that involved their wives and everything else. And I think Davey and Angelina had another kid. Let me look it up real fast on Wikipedia. I don't know the answer to that question.
Because we were at the Super Friends convention when we saw Angelina and the baby.
That was like almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
So I was like, geez, that was almost 2 years ago. I'm looking at Wikipedia to see if there's any information that where Davey is. Maybe he's hurt, and I just don't know about it. Because he's not on my radar that often. So much here, I gotta go through here. Here we go. Oh. Wow.
Okay.
Well, first of all, Davey and Angelina are not together anymore.
Uh-oh.
They got a divorce. That's number one.
They got a divorce. Uh-oh.
Number two, he's taking the year off.
Uh-huh.
Taking the year off to go back to school after knee surgery.
Ah.
So he's back in school for a year, and he had his knee surgery, and then he decided to go back to school. So he took the year off.
Yeah, because I know he's a certified EMT.
Yeah, he took the year off to concentrate on school.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Okay.
I can respect that.
Well, yeah, you got to take something that's pays a little better for your now future ex-wife.
Yeah, well, now your alimony with your kids.
Well, you should talk to Ric Flair about that.
All right, so we will quickly go through the other. Well, we were actually watching live on Friday.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. We were watching live on Friday with the Hall of Fame. Holy fuck, this was long. Someone said this was the longest Hall of Fame ceremony ever. And not even close. Like 2 years ago, apparently they went under 4 hours. This year, I have written down in my notes that this clocked in at 4 hours and 28 minutes, and that was after a 1 hour red carpet. And the red carpet was fun. I enjoyed the red carpet. I actually enjoyed the red carpet. I just like it. Much like, people always joke during like the Oscar red carpet, I want to see what everyone's wearing. And that's what I enjoy watching the red carpet in WWE, because it's the only time everyone dresses up and you get to see it. And you get to actually see it. So
I know at one point WWE used to have time limits on people.
A couple of years back.
And they've gotten away from that, and it's kind of like you can hear the people that are being recognized rambling and on.
Well, we'll go through this real quick. We're not gonna go full into this because it was a really long show. Edge and Christian inducted the Dudleys to open the show. I thought this was fun. The Dudleys did great. Yep. My favorite part was Bubba Ray calling out Devon for actually being entertaining for the first time in their entire careers. I thought that was funny. Also, Ring of Honor did let Bubba Ray go do this, which is really cool. Kind of worked with Ring of Honor, so that was really cool.
I like the part of it where basically...
And they threw a random guy through a table. That was fun.
Well, I like it too when basically they recognize the Hardys for also...
Oh, yeah, there's that picture of the Hardys, Edge and Christian, and Dudleys, which was awesome, that I actually put on the Black and Show Instagram. So that was really cool. By the way, for those who were not on social media, because you're avoiding things or you're watching things out of order or whatever, go to our social media and go to our Instagram. I was retweeting and reposting pictures from people that were at New Orleans, and there was a lot of pictures and a lot of videos on there from the last few days. So go over there and check it out because there's a lot of cool stuff.
I like the bit in their speech where it's basically how Devon says, you're the one that's always speaking. I'm going to get a chance to speak. And...
Oh, that's how it opened. That's how it opened.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
Okay, so we move on to the one that took way too damn long, and it was Jimmy Hart inducting Hillbilly Jim. Why did Hillbilly Jim talk so much?
I have no idea.
I was joking with David. He talked to me the next day about the Hall of Fame. I'm like, when Mark, who loves this kind of stuff, gets bored, there's a problem. There's a problem.
He went on and on and on. I think he mentioned every territory that he was in and had a story about that.
It was
ridiculous. And then, of course, his key word was opportunity.
Oh, how many times did he say I'm going to finish? At least 4 or 5 times? At least 4 or 5 times?
But every time, he's counting, and this is opportunity number 1. And then the other one, this is opportunity number 2. And then, I get you don't want to basically exclude everyone.
But according to Jason Powell's report, which again I'm reading for this, he didn't mention Uncle Elmer, Cousin Luke, or Cousin Junior.
No, he did not.
Which is pretty funny, actually.
and
he thought the people he thanked, and that's what he missed.
And I understand you don't want to exclude anyone that would have helped you.
You're a mid-carder on the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Cut your speech down.
Yeah.
Cut your damn speech down.
Right.
It was way too long. Okay, then they announced the Legacy Group, which I'll read off and you can comment on as we go here. Stan Stasiak.
Yeah, Sean Stasiak is his son.
Yes, Stasiak.
This is a guy that briefly I saw as I was going into pro wrestling. But this is a guy who's kind of like, his pain threshold was unbelievable, and submission moves he would put on people is also unbelievable, and very solid grappler. Yeah, so there you go. He went in the legacy category. And then we had a big name that a lot of people were very surprised that was not already in the Hall of Fame. Lord Alfred Hayes. Yes. I thought he was in. I actually thought he was in already. I remember Lord Alfred Hayes from being on, Thursday Night Titans, because at the time that was the company that had WWE, WF, Titan Company, and they had that talk show format where Vince is kind of like the Jay Leno and would have wrestlers there and talk about their storyline or their upcoming matches, and Lord Alfred Hayes looked very good in Blues Tuxedo. That was on every episode. Also a great wrestler. Yes, and Mandy, I know, was happy to see him go in because of the Attitude Era. Before the Attitude Era, he was one of the voices of the company. Yeah. So there you go. Doris Singh. No. I don't know who this is. No. Big in India, I believe. Big in India. I'm looking it up on Wikipedia. Cara Combs. She is a female wrestler. Yeah. And she was part of the Billy Wolf tribe, apparently. Okay. So there you go. That's pretty cool. El Santo. Oh, El Santo. That's the name I actually recognized. Big in Mexican wrestling. Lucha Libre. Wow. Yeah. Big in AAA and CMLL. And great for training up-and-coming luchadors, kind of like in a superhero status in Mexico, where he was in several films that he featured him as.
That sounds like a thing in Mexico. That sounds like a thing with the luchas in Mexico.
Right. It was featured in future films as the lead hero, also in comics, and very popular with the fans, especially children.
Jim Londos.
Londos, the Greek?
Yes.
Yes.
You know the guy?
Yeah, very sound wrestler. Known more for his style as grapple. I guess you can call it grappling. Where into like submission holds and had a very good solid foundation scientific wrestling background.
Let's see. Rufus R. Jones.
Freight Train. I believe
AWA in his bio here. So
right. I believe Mr. Jones. I believe, if I remember right, it's been a while. I think was also a tag team champion, but also kind of. He was one of the people I think instrumental in having other characters like Junkyard Dog.
He won a tag team championship with Wahoo McDaniel.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Yes.
So there you go. Just I'm looking it up as we go here, just so we don't miss anybody.
Yep.
Sputnik Monroe.
Who I am
I
not.
have no idea who Sputnik Monroe is,
no.
but apparently he was in Memphis, and him and Billy Wicks apparently set an attendance record that lasted until the Monday Night War.
Wow.
There you go. He passed away at the age of 77 back in 2006. There you go. And Boris Blanco. That's a name I know.
Dean's dad.
Yeah, there's a name I know. That's a name. There you go. Wow. Jeez. He looked just like his son. Like, oh my God, Dean looks just like Boris.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
wow.
Yep.
And I think that is everybody. Yeah, that's everybody. That is the legacy class. So there you go. Very cool. Move on to Molly Holly inducting Ivory. I'm not quite sure what Ivory was talking about. I think she was talking about a wedding, and this might be as bigger than her wedding, or she's never going to get married. I might have missed the point of her speech.
She, it started out as, thanking people, and it kind of went off a tangent where she's equating her wrestling career as a wedding, where she has bridesmaids.
Or is this the wedding? Or is the wedding ceremony this? Like, I didn't quite understand what she was going.
Right.
Like, I didn't quite get it.
Right. And all the male people that helped her out through her career are groomsmen. The female people that helped her through her career are bridesmaids.
Yeah, I guess so.
And
there was one thing I do say. Ivory got prettier with age. She actually got really prettier with age.
Yep.
I give her credit. Because they're in the Hall of Fame section of the WrestleMania. She looked really, really good. Lillian Garcia introduced her.
Yes.
Which was cool. That was a nice surprise. Triple H inducted Kid Rock, and Kid Rock almost started a political riot in the middle of his speech, which was weird. Fine, whatever. He was the one of the shortest speeches of the night, and he got in and out.
Yep.
So, there you go. There's not much to say about that. Except the fact that he just didn't give a fuck about the rules, and he didn't show up to the WrestleMania. He was a no-show at WrestleMania, apparently. So, there you go. Which is good, because then they don't have to end him at the DVD like they did at WrestleMania 25.
There you
go. Road Dogg, Brian James inducted Jeff Jarrett. I thought this was okay. Jarrett was really emotional, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
I'm okay with being emotional if it's real. And he was really emotional. Had a hard time getting through his speech. I could have done out the karaoke at the end.
I didn't know if that was improvised or planned, but it just seemed really out of place.
Yeah, it seemed very odd. I didn't quite get it. Why this was happening. You know what I mean?
I don't think the crowd
maybe you
got
knew
it.
what the hell was going on here, because I thought it was weird. I thought the whole thing was weird.
This was something that I don't think even Jeff Canoe was going out.
Yeah.
I think it was something that was set up by Brian.
And it didn't work. It really didn't work. We move on to the Warrior War with Dana Warrior talking about herself for 10 minutes, and then finally getting to JJ Robertson, who stole the fucking show. This kid was amazing. If you did not see his speech, seek it out. This kid was amazing.
And they did the backstory on him.
Oh, his story is amazing.
Yeah,
his story is amazing.
And this is a young man
What was he, 15?
Yeah,
15?
He's a young man that basically